All right. So, hello everyone. I would like to give a quick demo of uh, Take a Test iOS Starter Kit, which is Study and Take a Test iOS Starter Kit. So, made for iPhone and iPod Touch. So, when you download a source code, you'll get a readme.pdf, which will explain you configurations, uh, which will explain how to configure your features, interface settings, and all test and study data. So also, let me give a quick demo. Once we finish the demo, I can explain how to configure everything. So when you open an application, so you can just search for configurations, configuration.plist. So when this tab has to be selected and search for configuration.plist, here you will see all the configuration items. So we will go into detail once we finish the demo. Okay. So when an application is launched, you see that there's a study uh, option and take a test, test history, get more chapters about. In features, we can disable this study mode. If you disable the study mode, this button will be hidden and it will be adjusted properly in the middle. Other buttons will be adjusted properly in the middle. So and also we can disable the get more chapters if you don't want to sell any chapters. So basically study is just there will be a question with some options, so user has to uh, read the question and go on study. Let me give you a demo of it. So here we see there are already added three chapters are there. So let's start with the chapter 3. If I want to study basic chemistry, then I choose basic chemistry. So here you can see that there is a chapter name which can be configured as you want. So which is pulled from a plist file, and we have a start over. So suppose if I am in the sixth question, if I say start over, then it will start from first question again by resetting the study progress. So let me go on studying. So I'll not wait for study everything. I'll just continue. So here you can see there are two answers are correct here. So you can have any number of answers here, and as well as the explanation text you can have why these answers are correct. So there are variable number of options you can have, as well as any dynamic length of question you can have, and dynamic length of explanation, dynamic length of answer. So I'll just click next, 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 next. So once the study is over, or we can see here chapter 3 study progress is 100%. Total questions were 30 and studied 33, remaining 0. So I'll just go to home screen. So once I come back, go to study, you can see it here. There is 100% completion. So if I study only 3 questions and come back, so you can see that there is a progress of this chapter 1 study progress 8%. So when you continue it, it will start from the same question. We had left it from third question. Okay. So now we go back. Now there's a take a test. Take a test which will uh, take questions from all the chapters equally and create a test depending on the limit you have set. Suppose if I set limit 25 questions, so it will pull equal questions from all the chapters and make a test of 25 questions, and also the configured duration will be taken. So for test duration you can configure in configuration file. So in any time, if you don't want to continue the test, you can say let me study. It will come back to the home screen. When you want to continue, just say continue to test. So here we can see that there is a test duration 3 minutes 20 seconds I had set for smaller duration for demo. Uh, Here I have 4 options right now. So I'll just select one answer and say next. So I'll select some answers and say next. So in any case, if you want to change the answer, you can come back and change it. So you can go ahead, you can change. So if particular question is not answered, and if you want, if you are saying next, the system will prompt you for select answers to go to next question, or choose skip to ignore and go to next question. So what we need to do is, if we want to skip this question, we have to say skip. So if you, in any point of time, if you are feeling like, okay, I want to review this question later, so you can just mark it as a review and say next. Mark it as a review and say next. So when you mark it for review, do not skip it, because the mark for review is unmarked. Then the selected options will be unselected. So when I mark for review, I should say next. So let me just go to finish all the questions. Okay, so here you can see that the hand signal which shows answered questions, and here these jumping icon shows skipped questions, and exclamation shows the uh, mark for review questions. So here what I can do is, even you can just filter this with these filters. So if I select review, only the mark for review questions will be shown. So you can go inside and select some answer and save it. So in any point of time, if you want to cancel, you can cancel, come back. So once you answer it, seventh question I'm answering it. So I saved it. So if you see answered question in the seventh, it is answered now. Seventh is answered. Okay. So in unanswered, all marked for review and skipped questions are shown. In any point of time, you can answer these questions. So, but only thing is within the duration. Once the duration is over, it will ask for submission. Otherwise, we can cancel the test. So let's not wait for time to get over. So I'll submit all the questions. So once I submit, I see that I have scored 18%. Sorry, 8%. So here we can see that questions attempted 25 and correct are 2, wrong 4, unanswered 19. So depending on this correct, wrong, unanswered, correct, wrong, so the percentage is calculated. And also you can see here the results of attempted questions. So whatever I have answered, you can see the result for it. The first question I answered was correct, so it's in green. The second question I answered is wrong, that is red. Again correct. So fourth question you can see there, the transparent background. There is no green or red. So that means I have unanswered. That's nothing but mark for reviewed or skipped question. So if I go there, if I click on that, you don't see the answered mark here. So suppose if I go to the first question, I can see that I have answered it correctly. There is a hand icon. So that means I have answered it correctly. You can even navigate from here. Otherwise, you can just come back and see here. So I have answered this ammonia. So, but the correct answer is sodium chloride or table salt. So, like this, I can just navigate and see all the questions. So, in any point of time, you can just check out. So, this questions I want to check. So, here you can see that I have not answered it, like this. So once this is verified, so you can even have chapter wise percentage and breakdown. So view chapter wise. So when I say chapter wise, so I can see here answered question is 9, unanswered is 18. So from chapter 1 I have scored 11%, chapter 2 11, and chapter 3 is 0. So sum of these percentages divided by 3 is what we have is 8. Okay. So these are uh, the percentages for each of the chapter. So when you click on a chapter, again you can see for only for those chapters what you have answered. So for this chapter 1, I have attempted 9 questions. So I can see all this one is unanswered because there is no hand icon. So I can just go on see. So these are all almost all unanswered. So here you can see. Okay. So these are chapter wise results. So again coming back to home. So once we finish the test history will record the test I have taken. So the failed with 8%, and you can see the test taken date and time. So when I took the test, okay, I started at 10:05, uh, 10 p.m. In time taken for this test is 2 minutes 35 seconds. The correct answers are 2 and wrong is 4. Unanswered 19 questions. So I just left many questions for demo. So even you can just click on it and go into details. So you can again see that what we have saw after completing the test. Again you can just go and verify your questions, which one are answered, which one are skipped, these are skipped, and again chapter wise you can see all the details are available in test history. So whenever you take a test, so the every record will be added to this test history list. Okay. So coming back to home screen again. So get more chapters I won't be able to explain right here because in-app purchase does not work on simulator, but we need to test it on device. So I shall share the screenshot later. So for this you need to add a product identifier for a chapter which you want to save, and this about is about text you would like to have. So maybe about your company or any regarding test, anything you can just add this text in configuration file and that text will appear here. So again we have terms and conditions. There are usually lots of terms and conditions when you are adding when you are taking test or something. So you can add this text also. Okay. So we are done with the demo. So let me explain how to configure this data and settings. So okay, when you search for configuration, this is located into the supporting files configuration.plist. So here we have features setting. So in a purchase needed, you can just say no. So when you say no and run the application, you will see that there is no get more chapters option. There is no get more chapters option. So if you want to enable it again, just say yes. Okay. So if study feature is needed, right now I have the study option here. So if I say no, then the study feature is taken out. So here you can have a test directly. So some test or some people may require only test instead of study. In that case, you can disable this study option. So for time being, I'll just keep it yes. So these are the feature enable and disable things. So next we have interface settings. So interface settings is where the three important fields you are seeing here. The app theme we have here. So app theme, right now the app theme is chalkboard. Okay. So we can have any available themes. I'll just show which all themes available. So these many themes are available. You can just see that images, backgrounds. So these themes are available. You can use anytime. So let me go through some other theme. That is, I'll have blue theme. So you can just click on this image, enter, copy this text, and save that, and just double tap here and paste it. So this is blue theme. So you can just see that I'm not adding add 2x.png. I'm just adding this blue. So I'll run the application. So now you can see the whole app theme is changed. Everything is changed. So however you want, you can configure. You can just see all these things. I'll just show all these things. Take a test, continue to study. Okay, I'll just stop the test now. Okay. So you get more everything. Whole theme is changed. So I'll show one more wooden texture theme. That is, even you can type it wooden texture. Just one. Okay, you can see wooden texture. Okay, so you can have your own theme. So one more I would like to show is black leather. Black leather. So you can just, if you like leather, then you will love this thing. So you can see. Okay. Okay. So coming to we have one very simple gray thing which looks good for educational purpose. If you have any professional study, then this would be good. This we can see. This looks very elegant. Okay, so we have this space theme, so you can use any available themes from here. This is black shade. This one also looks really good. Black leather is awesome. Blue, a very professional. Chalcode, very one different kind of theme. Gray, space, wooden texture. Okay, so coming back to our configuration file. So I'll just come back to configuration file. Let me keep, okay, let that be. Next you can see here main app font. See main app font, bold font. So here you can see these whatever bold strings in the application, like this title, say study. These are bold things are there. Those are bold font, and other the light fonts are there. Those are main app font. So here you can configure which font you want. For now, I'll just demonstrate one. So I have given the link in the documentation. You can just go through that. So even this link will tell you which all fonts are supported. You can just add that particular font. Let me choose Courier as my main font, and Courier bold as my bold text font. So just we need to replace the space with dash. So I'll just run the app. Now you can see. So whole app is converted to just one, converted to Courier font, and this is the bold Courier bold font. This will give you lots of combinations. Okay. Let's undo Command Z. Okay. Let's have a veneer which looks very elegant. So you can choose any font you want. Okay. So and bold font there. So test settings. Test settings when we uh, take a test, for example, take a test. In that case, you'll see that instructions are there. That this instructions are configured here. Just copy paste your text, whatever you would like to put it here. This text, and this will be a constant instructions. So this text you can specify, and I'll start with this one. Questions limit per test. So you can see here continue the test. When I continue the test, I have 25 questions pulled from all the chapters. So because that number is set to 25. So if you set this to 30, okay, so the total questions pulled will be 30. So test duration. Test duration is I have put 200 seconds. That is you can say 200 divided by 60. It's almost 3 minutes 33 seconds. So you can just calculate the number of seconds and add it here. The app will automatically convert in the form of hour, minute, and seconds. Test passing percentage. So this percentage will tell me what is the passing percentage. You don't need to enter any percentage character here. You just need to enter the percentage from 0 to 100. not 0 to 100, you can just take it as 1 to 100. Okay, so 65 is a 65%. User has to score minimum to pass the test. Test instructions, I just explained it, this text. Terms and condition text, you can replace here. So here you can see terms and conditions. So this I have put, you can just replace this text to get your own terms and conditions. So about text, the same thing, you can have about text here by replacing this. Okay, so here we are done with the settings. Actually, I wanted to explain data first, then settings. Anyways, I'll explain how to add the data to the data for studying. So here we have a folder. That is, if you right click and show in Finder, if you say that, so you'll see take a test. Inside that, there's one more folder, take a test. Here you can see test data. Inside that, we have all the test study data. So study and test data are same. The questions which are used for study are used for even test. So these are the chapters. Okay, let me show with the Xcode itself. The well formatting has been done. Okay, so we have one file. You should not change the name of this file. So this file name should be chapters.plist. So here you can see. So let me close this. Here you can see there is one chapter node is added. This ID you can just keep incremental order. Suppose this chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. So this number is not used for numbering the chapter. It is just used internally for some logic, and also for enhancing features in future. So you can just keep those IDs as incremental order. So I just kept 1, 2, 3, 4. If you have 10, just keep it as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Then the name. This is the chapter 1. The name of this chapter is chapter 1. So if you can just see here, the chapter 1, this name is appeared here. And the description, energy. This one, you can have one or two lines text here. So short description of this chapter. And chapter file name. Here what I've given is the it's a file name of the questions for this study. So here chapter underscore one dot plist. There is no any constraint on naming this file, but I have just named like this for my means for easy understanding. So what I'm saying is, so this is a chapter one playlist file name I have entered here. So if you go to chapters one dot one underscore chapters underscore one dot playlist, so you'll see all the questions. All the questions are added here. There are 36 questions in chapter 1. So if you open this, so you have some fields to configure. So you can see here question is added here. You can add any length of question, and the options nothing but answers. So 0 to 4, you can add any number of answers here. Okay, so this is the options. These are the options or answers. And correct answers. So among, if suppose this the second one is a correct answer, I'm going to copy it. Just double click on it, copy it, and just paste inside the correct answers. Suppose if you want to add one more correct answer, just double click, copy, and paste it here. So this will be one more answer. I'll just delete it because it's not a correct answer. And you can. This is the explanation. Okay, one thing I forgot to tell. See, when I'm in study mode, I can see the explanation, but I can see the explanation, and correct and wrong answers are shown, which is the correct answer and which is wrong. So, but when I am in test mode, you can see that there is no explanation at all. Okay, so this is not the place where we explain answers. Okay, so that is removed. Okay, and just keep this question type as you can just make. Okay, I need to keep it one, so it has become two. Right now I am not using it. Right now I'm not using it. It's a better to keep this question type as one. Okay, I'll replace for all the questions and I'll upload, because this will help me in future if I'm adding different types of questions, like with a picture, with a video, with the audio. So just to differentiate which type of question this is. Okay. So that's it. So you can see here, this is the second question, options and correct answers. So there is one correct answer. If you see chapter 3, I have multiple correct answers here. So you can add even multiple correct answers. So basically, coming back to chapters, so I have added 5 chapters. But if you can observe, only three are appearing in the study, but other 4 5 are not appearing because they have their product identifier specified. So that means these chapters are for sale. This one from here, it starts with 0. This is a 4 5 6 chapter. Last 3 chapters are for sale. So if I have a product identifier here, and in configuration list the in-app purchase is enabled, then I'm going to get these chapters in get more chapters list. Just like a study, instead of the progress, you'll see a buy button with a price with respective country currency symbol. So here the purchasing 4, 5, 6 chapter 4, 5, 6 will appear here. So once I purchase it here, suppose think that I have purchased chapter 4, so it will be automatically added at the bottom saying chapter 4 uh, is added to this study, and the all 4 chapters will be considered for the test. Okay, so these are all the chapters from here till down. These are for purchase. So that's the reason they are not appearing in study. Okay, so this is how we are adding the data and all. So okay, so don't worry about these logs when you archive the app in release mode. The logs won't be printed. I have written a macro for it, so you don't need to worry about it. All the code is well defined and everything is very much neatly maintained. The adding features, knowing everything is very clean, and the source code follows MVC pattern, that is model view controller. Everything is independent, so you don't need to worry chapter question. Everything is independent. Okay, good luck, and let me know. Shoot me if any questions or any clarifications are needed. So in future, I'm planning to future in the sense very nearby. I'll update it for iPad, and some more question types I'll add. So basically, the updates will be free. There won't be any extra charges unless and until there's a huge feature changes. Okay, so iPad version I'll be giving for free. Okay, thank you guys. Also, please provide your feedback once you use this application, and let me know if I can help somehow. Okay, thanks guys. Okay, see you. Bye.